Mhm. Mhm. Hello, friend. Good to see you again, friend. Certainly. What did you have in mind? All right, then. Greetings, Brother Elf. Of course. What are we running short of? Ah, unfortunately, I'm afraid you're a bit... Good to see you. Lead the way. I'm right behind you. Of course. Sure thing. Need anything, you just say the word. What can I do for you, friend? I'll head back home if you need me.
Good evening. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? It is good to see you. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop? Climbing back, and we'll be off. When I'm in Whiterun, I always visit the Gildergreen. Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady Kinnereth, particularly in my line of work.
Hello, there we go. I stepped a little bit out of range of this microphone and then it stopped working. Man, I might have to start then.
Is someone there?
Oh no, it's a dragon. I heard it. Hey, Bug.
There you are.
Huh?
Whoa, there you are.
You're good as dead. I'm gonna kill you.
Dragon.
Hey, Bug. Come on, Dragon. Ooh, don't. You better not fart. Oh no. Shit, I hit one of the guards by accident. I wish that wasn't a thing. Because accidents happen, especially when you're battling.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Get my thing first.
Smart man. Now come along with us.
Oh,
We'll
well.
take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
I want to come with them. Please tell me you got the dragon thing. Like, I got fined for literally saving the town. Not hurry that fluff up. I might try to disable that one nature one. See if that's what's causing my lag in certain parts. See.
Huh?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Come on.
What are you looking at? You have a death wish then? But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
What is
I
it
have
you
dishonored my
need?
brothers by
That
being
you need?
captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. 100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you?
Nope.
I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Dragonborn, it is my honor to stand before you.
Has to be a way down there with attracting the
You'll find the
guards'
city in
attention.
proper order, Thane.
Save it just in case. Now I have enough. Barely. Go into the sewers too. I wish I would be third person. Cause that's weird. Next one I should check. The hell?
Hello. Hello. Ah, look. A mortal. I see you have discovered my lair. Very well done for a creature of such low wit. Peas for brains and onions for
Looks like a
eyes.
dungeon.
I dare say you are, if nothing else, a healthy dullard. Well, pea-brain, consider the walls are not for keeping myself in, but for keeping fools out.
Who are you?
I am a wisp. Does that answer your question? No? Very well, I shall explain. Essentially, at the core of my being, I am a ghost. Or rather, the imprint of a living soul. I possess the personality and knowledge of the one I represent, but nothing more. Yet, unlike a ghost, I am corporeal. I can touch the world around me just as it can touch me. As for how I came to be, that is its own tale. One of regret, betrayal, but most of all, stupidity.
Who were you before you
I
died?
was once the daughter of Hjord, one of the early patrons of the great clan Battleborn. It was the time of Nordic kings, long before Tyler Septim made this land the vanguard of his empire. Yet my father was only a father by blood, and not by name. For my mother was one of the last of the snow elves, and their union was said to be a betrayal of both their people.
How did that complicate
If my
things?
father was to lead the clan to prosperity, my existence could not be known. So I was thrown into this dungeon, left here to rot through countless winters, through wars and famine. I was here as castles crumbled and were built anew, haunting these damp, fetid tunnels, as Olaf built Dragon's Reach and a new dungeon above it.
When did you actually die?
When indeed, mortal? For even now I hardly consider myself dead. In fact, I believe it is that very refusal to die that allowed me to continue wandering this plain. Living in this squalid pit with only the rats to serve as meals, the only motivation I had was to outlive my father. I lived for the day when he lay on his deathbed, summoning me to his chamber in hopes that I would absolve him of his betrayal. The dying always believe they can use their own deaths as a shortcut, a way to receive forgiveness from those they wronged in life. I vowed not to pity him when that moment came. I would spit in his face and let him greet the sun with a glob of milky white hanging from his beard. Only he never gave me the satisfaction. They never brought me to see him. It would not have mattered. I could hear the whispers through the grate. My father had forgotten, and I was already dead.
Do you have any fond memories of your father?
They are not even memories. Pictures, maybe, of someone else. A young girl holding hands with a grown man. He calls her his little mountain flower and places one in her ear. They head on over to the market. He shows her one of the fish at the munger's stall, a salmon as long as a mortal's arm but as fat as a house cat. He lifts her on his shoulders so she can touch it. It wiggles a bit and she squeals, drawing her hand back. The man smiles. It was a conjuration trick, a touch of life. The man tells her she should be careful around the dead, for in Skyrim the dead never die. Sage advice indeed.
The Battleborn clan still lives today and is quite
So I heard.
prosperous.
There are no shortage of rumours that I am privy to in this foul sewer. I wonder, as Ulfric plots the demise of the Greymanes, if he even knows his son is in love with one. I also hear they are Legion pets, loyal to an empire led not by a dragon king, mind you, but high elves. What sweet irony. It brings me no shortage of joy to know my father's namesakes now defile his memory in this fashion.
What about your mother?
What became of her I learned from the guards, who whispered stories from above. She fought for the Nords, they say, against her own kind. She killed hundreds of her own people, watched the genocide of an entire race, all for the love of a man who would never make her his wife. To put it simply, my mother had lost her mind. They say in the end she was killed by the beasts of the wild, having ventured too far from camp. She was killed by beasts, all right, but those that walk on two legs and smell of bad mead.
Okay, so enough about your past.
Finally,
Never met a wisp mother who could talk.
Aren't you the bright one? You figured out I wasn't an ordinary wisp mother, and you did so without the aid of pictures. Good for you. I cannot say for certain why I am still lucid, whereas others are not. Only that I believe it has something to do with this location. For all my life I wanted vengeance against those that wronged me, and it is that singular focus that brings thought to this one's partial existence. Who is to say what would happen if the object of that enmity, the very descendants of the one I despise, were to leave Whiterun for another hold?
We could find out. Just tell me their names.
Your lust for blood is amusing, mortal. I would very much like to help in nurturing such a very desirable compulsion. Unfortunately, I have not waited countless millennia to have my vengeance handed to me on a dish not yet cold.
How do you suppose you became a wisp
I
mother?
have no answer, only a theory. It was near the end of my life. I was starving, filthy, my lips about to drink from the burbling rivers of madness. I was cold, so cold. My clothes were wet, and the frost was flooding in through the pockets of loose stone. It was then that I saw a boy. I cannot be certain if he was even real.
What was this boy
He
doing?
was skipping rocks against the wall, mumbling in a language that was not the common tongue. Somehow I understood. He asked me if I was his mother. When I told him no, he asked me if I wanted to be. And when I woke up the next morning, I was not cold anymore.
It could be the child was a ghost and made you
Possibly.
its mother.
There are many wisps and wisp mothers who float about Skyrim, with only the shades to call children. Is the wisp's chime the sound of weeping for the lost, or a melodic tune meant to attract a new child that she can steal away? I, however, have no desire to raise a litter of brats, and my song is meant only to frighten.
What is it like being a wisp mother?
I imagine it is much like your existence, only with thin wrappings for skin, glow dust for blood, and a skull completely filled with air. In other words, I am corporeal, permanently so. I am not like a familiar or any other flimsy image cast upon this world by a frightened idiot.
What do you mean?
Now, I will admit that when I first discovered the nature of my body, there was confusion. For so long I lived an existence full of lacking. I lacked food. I lacked warmth, in more ways than one. As a wisp, there was only one thing I lacked, and it more than made up for the rest. What I lacked was pain.
My mind is not filled with air. It's filled with ideas on how to kill you. Hell no. Having no pain is a poor substitute for the warmth you obviously need. I think your new body looks fantastic.
Ah, kings and empires come and go, but the perverts will always remain.
Okay,
In other words,
do this
I am...
again.
Now,
What
I
do you
would-
mean?
for
It's
as
a
a
different
wisp,
one.
there was only one thing I lacked.
Having no
and it
pain
more
is a
than
good
made up for the
substitute
rest.
for warmth you
Such a
obviously
kind,
need.
maudlin, and dare I say cloying little sweetheart. You'll make this wisp mother cry a river of ectoplasm. Hopefully you'll drown in it.
Okay.
Farewell now.
I'll pickpocket you.
Greetings.
Thought maybe she'll give us some sort of thing. There we go. Got text every 2 seconds. Hey champ, you were just outside. What did I just say? You're literally just outside. I'll be right back. Turkey dog. Okay, I'm back. How to do it like this? Oh man. Hmm. Man. Mm. There we go. What's this do? Nice. Now that's something good. Italian. Hmm.
How do you do, Thane?
Methane?
I hope you're finding the city in proper order, Thane.
I did not know that. Okay, so where the fudge is the jails?
I trust the days found you well, Thane.
Hmm.
Dragonborn. It's an honor.
Okay. strange whispers.
Good to see you.
Why are you saying like that?
You're the best.
You have
Thank
10
you.
more gold.
Divines, bless your kind heart.
Why are you begging?
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
I could adopt you if you want.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yes, I've got a house in
Oh,
Falkreath.
wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Yes, I'm sure, daughter.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best dog
I always
ever.
adopt her. She's amazing. You know, the Skyrim kids are basically a carbon copy. I got realistic kid doohickey things, but there's still something about her I just love adopting. Feel bad for her story, I guess. Okay, turns rich dungeons. Now,
How do you do, Thane?
oh,
I hope you're finding the city in proper order, Thane.
you want to buy paper that
Done.
prisoner.
Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Oof.
What are you looking at?
Let's talk about how we can help
You
each
buy
other.
my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Your fine's being paid. Now tell me about
Very
Kamuchio.
well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little
Kamatu.
cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine.
No, they won't.
Guard, my fine's been paid. Now set me free.
Days found you well, Thane. So,
Oh, it's foggy. Holy crow, that's cool. Cathedral weather is amazing. Why don't anyone sit on the benches? It's weird.
Fine. What? It would seem so. All right, then.
Hey, Why is it doing that? It's like doubling.
Hey, hands off!
Shut up.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
You
Yeah,
mentioned
these
train
Khajiit make a living
caravans.
traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A
Can't
few
wait
bad
to go
apples spoil the
elsewhere with
bunch.
beyond
You know how
Skyrim.
it is.
It reminds me of Razik or whatever that is. Shapir. What do you know of the Khajiit?
About the same as
From
everybody
Quest for
else.
Glory.
They're the catfolk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders.
Best game ever.
Way I hear it,
Almost as good
elsewhere
as
ain't
this.
nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds
And
awful.
it's older.
As you
Okay.
wish, my Thane.
I thought I could give
Yes,
her
my
a
Thane?
mammoth test.
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. Can I help you?
Just one sec. Oh, I'm back. I do have to go. I have a customer coming, so thanks for watching. If you want to see me next time, I'm streaming every day pretty much, even weekends. Good calm or have a good day, night, weekend, whatever it is. I will talk to you later. Boy.